Gets it back. Zion for 4 for 4! Welcome to the NBA!
There have been a few pleasant surprises in the NBA this year when talking about the rookie class. Names like Kendrick Nunn and Tyler Herro have been revelations down in South Beach. RJ Barrett and Kobe White have shown flashes of brilliance for their respective franchises. While these rookies, along with others around the league, have been solid and will no doubt continue to improve as they mature, there are two players who have clearly separated themselves from the pack. Those two players are Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans and Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies. Drafted number 1 and number 2 respectively, Williamson and Morant have been nothing short of sensational. Both players were expected to lead their teams from the start, and they've been doing exactly that. Both passed the eye test and are one of the centerpieces of not only their teams, but the NBA going forward. Morant has led the Grizzlies to the 8th seed in the Western Conference, a place no one thought they would be at the start of the season. Morant is averaging 17.5 points per game, 7 assists per game, shooting an efficient 49% from the field, and is checking all the boxes you want in a franchise player. He is must-see TV and well worth the price of admission. With Morant as the centerpiece of the Grizzlies, they are in good hands for the foreseeable future. On the other hand, Zion Williamson has been as great as advertised. What is there to say about him that hasn't already been said? He is truly performing like a number 1 pick and dominating whenever he is on the court. He is currently averaging 23.3 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, while shooting an absurd 57% from the field. The Pelicans clearly look better when Williamson is on the floor and are now only 3 games back of the 8th seed, held by his counterpart-led rookie team, the Memphis Grizzlies. Williamson is taking the league by storm, and there seems to be no answer for him. Coming in at 6'6" and 285 pounds, he is a matchup nightmare for everyone in the league, and teams have not found an answer. It should be a blast seeing these young and exciting teams battle it out for that final playoff spot. Both these rookies are playing at an extremely high level. There is an argument against Zion Williamson, which is definitely a fair one. He has only played 15 games compared to the 53 games that Morant has played. That is a difference of 39 games, and even though Zion has been dominant in his time playing, he has been doing it over the course of a season as Morant has. If Williamson played more games and performed like this, there would be no doubt who the Rookie of the Year would be. If the season ended today, Ja Morant would have my vote as Rookie of the Year, but with approximately 24 games left in the season, Williamson has time to make up ground. If you love this format of videos, consider subscribing. That will help our channel grow, and you will become part of an always growing family. Always turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Most of these awards in any sport are voted on by the media and its writers. One thing that the media loves is a good story, and there is a lot of Renzi bias when it comes to these awards. With these things in mind, I believe it will come down to whichever team makes the playoffs, barring both of them missing it. If Morant and Grizzlies hold off the teams nipping at their heels, he should be Rookie of the Year, and rightfully so. He has been consistent all season and, more importantly, ended the season on a high note as he would lead his team to the playoffs. A team that wasn't supposed to be a playoff contender will now be playing in the first round. If this does end up being a reality, there is no way Morant can be denied Rookie of the Year. On the contrary, it would be hard to deny Williamson the award if the Pelicans make the playoffs. A team that was entertaining to watch but not good enough to win games consistently found new life with the return of Williamson. His impact in only 15 games has been undeniable. And if he continues to play like this for the remainder of the season and the Pelicans make the playoffs, there is not much Morant or anyone else could do. The story would write itself with the number 1 pick returning from injury, leading his team to the playoffs. The media takes things like this into account and starts asking questions such as, "What have you done for me lately?" in which it would be hard to deny the rookie who is in the playoffs. Zion is one of the poster boys of the NBA, and rightfully so. A dominant player on the court who is very marketable and has been in the spotlight since high school, now has a chance to put the Pelicans on his back and lead them to the playoffs. there is the possibility that both players miss the playoffs, in which the award should go to Morant. He has played more games, been consistent throughout the season when the Grizzlies exceeded expectations. Both players are amazing talents and will be faces of the league for the next decade, barring any injuries. Williamson's 32-point performance at the game against the Thunder gave him 221 total points through his first 10 games. According to ESPN Stats and Info, the only other former number 1 draft picks to accomplish a similar feat were O'Neal and Iverson. After being selected as the number 1 pick in the 1992 draft by the Orlando Magic, O'Neal scored 238 points in his first 10 games. Iverson, who was the number 1 pick in the 1996 draft by the Philadelphia 76ers, scored 224 points in that same span. Both of them went on to win the NBA's Rookie of the Year award, as well as being inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame after retiring from the NBA. Williamson finished that game with 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist, with a shooting percentage of 57.9. His most recent game helped improve his season averages to 22.1 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 2.2 assists. According to the ELS Sports Bureau, Williamson also complied 75 rebounds in his first 10 games. The only player to have more points and rebounds during that same span was O'Neal, who had scored 158 rebounds on top of his 238 points. Williamson's 32 points game also marked the second straight game in which he recorded at least 30 points, after having 31 against the Portland Trail Blazers. With his back-to-back games of at least 30 points, at 19 years old, he became the 4th teenager in NBA history to do this. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James had done something similar in 2003, as well as Phoenix Suns' Devin Booker in 2015. Despite coming to the NBA at a height of 6'6", Williamson has continued to dominate in low post, going up against much taller players than he is. He is currently averaging 15.1 points in the paint, the 3rd most in the NBA. Out of his 221 total points, 158 have come in the paint, which, according to ESPN Stats and Info, is the most during a player's first 10 games over the past 20 seasons. On top of his 15.1 points in the paint per game, he also averaged 5.3 second chance points. In addition to being the highest across the NBA, that number also placed Williamson's name next to O'Neal's again, as the two players in the past 20 seasons to average at least 5.0 second chance points in 15 points in the paint. So, is Zion really setting the standard for how a rookie can start his career? Not really. He is quickly proving his value on the NBA level, but production and value of this caliber from a rookie early on in the season has occurred many times before. In fact, it's not always an indicator of future success. Is Zion truly doing things we haven't seen before from a rookie? No, but he's undoubtedly got us all tuned in and ready to witness what could be the next greatest player in the league. Before we wrap up this video, I want to thank you for watching and to invite you to subscribe to our channel. Make sure to turn on notifications so that you don't miss any of our videos, and leave your opinion in the comments section. Do you agree with us, or do you think that it's different? Thank you for staying till the end, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!